Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Candid Hour, the show that profiles the lives of the entrepreneurs all around Africa. I'm your host, Ntombi Hlatshwayo. Today on Candid Nuggets, I want to talk to you about the things that I wish I had known before getting into entrepreneurship. Firstly, you need to know that your ideas are worth nothing, but your execution is sweat equity. What I mean by this is that your ideas are basically worth nothing, but your execution of the idea is gold. Don't worry if people do not believe in your vision. It happens. They're supposed to be there. The naysayers are supposed to be there. They're part of the journey. It comes with the package. The story that inspires me the most is the story of Walt Disney, a visionary who never got to see the opening of Disneyland, but he saw it first. That's what I always say. Why? Because he got the opportunity to dream about it. He got the opportunity to conceptualize about it and sit down and get the feel and the inspiration of that dream first. That is the power of vision. The second point that I wanted to talk to you guys about is getting the right team. It's important to have your A team. This is what I call your core team, the ones that started the business with you. You need to understand that we get teams as we grow in the journey of entrepreneurship. Not every project requires you to use the same team. So it's important for you to learn and master your weaknesses and your strengths and know how is it that you will be able to outsource your weaknesses. Maybe on this particular project, there might be certain weaknesses that you have. Maybe you've got a weakness in finance, for instance. So pull in a finance person to do the finances of this particular project. But what was your weakness on the last project or on this project may not be your weakness on the up-and-coming project. So it's important for you to be fluid and learn as the journey goes along. And also learn the synergy of people. So the importance of getting the right team is having chemistry with that particular team and having people that will actually help you on your weaknesses whilst you focus on your strengths. The third point I wanted to talk to you guys about is focusing on your strengths. When you focus on your strengths, entrepreneurship becomes a bliss. Because I don't know if you've heard the saying that says, if you focus on something, it magnifies. But if you focus on something negative, the same energy applies. So it's important for you that as an entrepreneur, you need to focus on your strengths, maximize on your strengths. And like I said on the last point, you can always outsource your weaknesses. The fourth point that I wanted to talk to you guys about is understand your value proposition. Your value proposition is what attracts customers into your business. So you need to understand and get that niche in your business, what it is that will get customers to actually gravitate towards your goods or your services. Find your niche and make sure it works for you in and out of season. My guest for today is an NLP and life coach. He is a group facilitator for depression and anxiety. He is a mentor. He is a father and a husband. He is an author. And most importantly, which is why we're here today, he is an entrepreneur. Welcome, Sicelo Mathenjwa. Welcome, Sicelo. Kunjani?
No, I'm good. When
I'm okay. It's just been tiring, but I'm fine. Okay, first things first, I want to know from you. I understand, Uguti, you grew up in Gwavuma, in KZN. How was it growing up in Gwavuma?
Interesting. I must say, you know, when you grow up in an environment where there is no motivation, no reference, where to look for, so that maybe you will learn and you want to become that. Wow. So it was interesting, you know, that environment where you walk 5 kilometers to school with your barefoot, and then you have to come back again. Wow. But you have to find yourself and jungling between those things so that you become what you want.
Wow. So would you say that that's one of the things that inspired you, coming from that background, inspired you to be the man that you are today?
I believe so. I believe so. And I'm grateful. I grew up in that environment.
Yes.
That's why when I look back, I said, wow, that was good to be here. So that when I meet people like you now, I said, I always thank my community. That it was because of that environment where I grew
that
up.
shaped you.
Yes.
Wow, lovely. Now I'm just going to be a bit silly with you. I understand that you went to Ndumo High.
Yes.
Yes. Who was your favorite teacher, and what was your favorite subject at school?
That's interesting. I will mention just one teacher.
Okay.
I have my reasons though.
Yes.
We used to call him Danana.
Oh, okay.
He was Mr. Mathenjwa. He was teaching English.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was very funny guy. And then when we are at high school, we went there with the bigger boys, boys that, So they used to tease him as Danana because of the way he was talking and the way he was teaching us English. So he used to say, you see, you, Sicelo, because you are disciplined, I wish you all the best.
Wow.
So you guys, you will be in trouble. And then I think that alone motivates me to become the man I am today.
Wow.
I was always looking to him as a reference.
Yes.
Because at some point I was a teacher. I was not trained as a teacher. But because of the way he was teaching, I had to, do what he was doing.
Yes.
Because I was also teaching English at grade 11, 12. So I was, kind of following what he was doing on those days.
Wow. And I'm sure if Mr. Danana is watching right now, he is
Hopefully.
very proud of the man that you are. Wow, this is lovely. So I want to know, you are a family man.
I'm a family man.
Yes, and you're also a business person.
Yes.
How do you juggle the two? How do you balance between business and being a family man?
It's tough, yet very interesting at the same breath, because you have to understand when you are at work and when you're at home. But again, you have to balance the two so that you don't lose the other.
Yes.
Remember that they have to relate, because the other one, provide for this family.
Yes.
And you also need this family to make sure that you are happy where you are and deliver what you need to deliver.
Those are
to people.
profound words. Those are really profound words. Now, I want to know from you, how did you start eGiants Alive Group? And okay, before that, how did you come up with that name and that slogan? The slogan, by the way, is prominent and influential
Influential person.
An influential person. So how did you come up with that?
Giants Alive, I have that belief that people have gave up to many people.
Yes.
But I still believe that there are giants out there, and those giants are still alive. So when we started this, I started, when I was still working to my previous employer. I usually take my bonus. We usually get bonuses on November.
Yes.
So I usually take those and help those young people in the village that they want to go and register to university. So at some point I knew that my bonus is not mine.
Wow.
I had to share with different people. So I had so many people that always coming now during December when I'm home and to check if I can able to help them. Wow. And then in me, there was this thing that say, giants are still out there and alive. Let me see if I can help one or two people.
Wow.
And then so that we can push this thing, going to another level.
Lovely. So is that how the company was then formed?
That's how the company was formed. Because, in 2013, I lost my father. Things were still not good on my side.
Yes.
I couldn't manage to make him smile. So I said, I made a vow to myself. I said, you know what? I will share the little that I have with people out there, because now the man that really sacrificed a lot for me is no longer there.
Wow.
So let me share in honor of him. And then that's how the company started.
Wow.
That let me see what I can do with the little that I have. So I started to believe in these young people in the community. I said to myself, if I can help 10 people to become professionals in this village, in 10 years' time, we can sit down and say, wow, we did this.
Yes.
But I'm proud today that we have almost 50 people that we helped to
Wow.
reach that university.
Wow.
And
That's a milestone.
of course, 80% of those people, they have their degrees today.
Lovely, lovely, interesting stories indeed. Tell me, you, when I was researching about you, I found out that you actually studied a lot. I'm like, geez, this man did law, all these amazing things. Then how did you gravitate towards becoming an entrepreneur? From law to then saying, I'm going at this now. I'm no longer going to work in 9 to 5.
Ntombi. I think I was pushed. You know, when you have a purpose,
Yeah.
You can't have peace until you fulfill that purpose.
Yeah.
Remember, you born with it, but you don't know.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility then as a person to find out what is my purpose in life. And then I managed to find my purpose to help the next person, and people, they ridiculed me. This person is stupid.
Yes.
Because you have to focus on yourself and your family, your mom and all that. But at that time, because I had that vision that it's only me that I saw the picture. They didn't see the picture. So I said, I will push this. When things are okay, then I will focus to other things. So that's how these things started. I was pushed into it when I was still working, and I felt like, let me do this.
Yes.
Let me do this. And in 2017, because it started in 2017 officially, to run officially, it registered in 2013. But in 2017, I had to start officially to run and resign where I was working and to work full-time into this company. I attended a men's conference in Emelo in 2017 early. I remember the topic was the integrity of your name. You need to find something that other people, when they look at you, they will say, this is a man that I want to be like.
Wow.
This is a man who started this and this and this. I remember the facilitator saying, you can have a point, but if you have a leader or a manager that you are reporting to, if he cannot take your ideas, you will not go anywhere. So that's when really I decided that let me go out. No matter what, let's hope this will work, because I don't have other option. This must work.
Oh, I like this. I really do. I like the integrity of your name. That will stick with me. That will really stick with me. Okay. Now we are in the middle of a pandemic, and it has thrown a ton of bricks to a lot of entrepreneurs all around the world. How has it affected you? How are you surviving during this pandemic as a business person?
It's been tough. It's been tough, but as an entrepreneur, you need to keep hope alive.
Yeah.
No matter what, believing that tomorrow something new might come. If it's not coming tomorrow, the following day, it will come. Because when you are an entrepreneur, you can't surrender. There is no day when you will sit and say, today I'm off. There is no day when you will sleep peacefully and said, I've done everything. So you have to find a way, when the pandemic is here, you need to find a way how now you need to make some money, out of these challenges that you find yourself in. So it's been tough, but with God's grace, we here. We have survived. We have survived.
Yeah. And post-COVID, where do you see yourself as a business, as Giants Groups alive, after the pandemic is gone, after we've kept our hope alive? Now we are seeing better days. Where do you see yourself as a business?
No turning back, Ntombi. You need to push.
Yes.
You know, after this, definitely, I'm willing to do anything in my power to make sure that when these kind of challenges retain, you know, whether in 20 years, I can, you know, live with what I have already, you know, gathered together.
Yes.
I can live with what I've already done in the past. Unlike now, of course, it came. No one was expecting this. It just came. So from here, I need to grow the business. And of course, people involved that they can take this vision to another level. So even when you are not well, when you are home, sick or whatever, but other people can take the vision to the next level. That will buy into your idea.
Wow. Okay. You know, I'm sitting here and I'm realizing you are so motivational. And I'm like, yeah, Konje, I'm sitting with an author here. After all, I am sitting with a person who has written 5 books. Before
5 already?
Yeah, before Jiskala. How do you write 5 books? How do you get there when some of us have not even authored one?
That's a difficult one. I thought I would just write a book. I didn't know that I will continue to write. I thought I just want to write something, you know, something that will speak about where I come from.
Yes.
You know, so I didn't know, to be honest, that I will come to this point where we have 5 books. It's a difficult question, but now I kind of have peace. I feel like writing because even now I'm finishing another book. I knew
it. Me and Vanilla said it. We were like, there has to be another one.
Yes, that will be publishing on the 7th of March on my birthday.
Sure, this is lovely. And I'm not going to spoil the moment and say, tell me the title. I'm not. Let me rather talk about the ones that are here. Okay. I want to talk about your books in general. Firstly, tell me about these 2, Rising Above Negativity and Disconnecting to Connect. Tell me about these 2 books. Yeah.
These were the Rising Above Negativity. Yes. It's my 2nd book. I wrote this book. I was looking at everything that is happening to all of us as people. You know, sometimes you have to rise above negativity. We are surrounded by negativity. Yeah. You leave your room in the morning, you know, you meet people that are so negative, people that will wear negativity, people that will drag you down with their negativity. So as a person who know where they are going, yes, you ignore all those negativity, you rise above negativity. You know, in this book, I talk about that in this world, you will always find negative people. Yes. You will always find positive people. You will always find darkness. You will always find light. You know, so it's up to you as a person to choose now. What do you want? Yeah. But if you want to win as an individual, you have to be on the side of good. Which is the side of good? It's positivity. Which is the side of good? It's a side of where there is light. So if you want to win, you need to be in that side. You choose. Yeah. You know, you need to be optimistic as a person. Yeah. That no matter what, things today are not going my way, yes, but tomorrow I will rise. I will do this thing. I will make sure that I succeed. People that will look at you, but you know, when you know exactly where you're going, you need to rise above negativity. You don't have any choice anyway.
Exactly.
You have to.
Wow. And this one is interesting. The
This
disconnecting
is my
to connect.
latest offering.
Yes.
Disconnect in order to connect. You know, sometimes you have to disconnect to the things that are no longer serving you.
Wow.
And
Preach.
then when you disconnect yourself from, it's either negativity, from anything that doesn't add value to you as an individual, now you opening that space for yourself to grow. And when you open that space, you connect to something that will make you know, run your race.
Wow.
Something that will push you to the next level. Something that will connect you, people that will appreciate you. It's either in a relationship, it's either in business, it's either in anything. You need to disconnect first in order for you to connect to something that will make you glow, you know,
Lovely.
as an individual. So that's all about this book.
I hope people will disconnect in order to connect.
It's
wow.
a must.
And this one says, "What have you survived?" Tell me about this. It looks like an interesting read as well. What inspired the title of this book?
What have you survived? We have survived so many things as human beings. Some, they have survived rape. They are rape victims. Some in their abusive relationships. Some, they've been bullied, you know, when they are growing up. So people, they can mention a lot of things. That's what you're talking about in this book. You know, so it tells each and every person that you have survived something. So you can't just surrender now to what is happening in your life now, because you have survived something that was meant to kill you, something to push you down, but you have survived that. So you can't just give up now. You have to live your life according to your principles, but of course, knowing that there is God. Yeah,
Definitely. And these two, Achieve Great, there's volume 1 and volume 2. Why volume 1 and volume 2?
Achieve Great, Attitude is Your Choice and Your Responsibility. That's my first book. You know, when you start, you take everything into paper. You want everything to be there. So I wrote, I think that's my biggest book anyway, the first one, because I had to put everything there. My excitement, my anger, my challenges, you know, but knowing that out of all the myths that you always deal with, you still need to achieve great. Achieve great in your marriage, achieve great in your relationship, achieve great in your career, you know, in everything, achieve great, because attitude is your choice and your responsibility. I even said in this book, I always look at attitude. Attitude, it's one thing that it's small, but it can make a huge difference in your personal life. So I always look at attitude as a paintbrush. You know, when you put it, you know, when you buy a paintbrush, it's clean, and then you put it on paint. It's either it's red, it become red, right? It's up to you now if you want that brush to remain red. If you want to change the color, you wash it, you clean it, you know, and then you put on green color, it will become green. So it's up to you how you look at it, you know. So then we have Achieve Great,
second edition,
first edition, and then we have second edition, which is my third book now. And then that book, I had to challenge myself to better the first one, because people, they were always you know, asking for the first one. But because of now I was already getting into the tune of writing. So I felt, ish man,
so
on the first one. Let me improve on this one.
Oh, lovely. Such wisdom. Such great wisdom. I'm listening to you talk about your books, and I cannot help but to think of legacy. What would you want the masses to remember you by? What is your greatest legacy as Sicelo Mathenjwa?
I will say, for me, legacy is something powerful.
Yeah.
Because it's not about me as Sicelo, it's about the next generation. If I'm really selfish with how I live or how I do things, then which means I disadvantage my kids and the generation that will follow. So they must have a reference where they will look at me and say, I want to be like this man. So for me, I want to contribute to people, not with parcels, not with something that I will finish today. But when I spend the little that I have to help them to achieve great, to go to university, to register for their qualifications, their preferred qualifications, and then one day they will come back and say, I'm here because of Sicelo Mathenjwa helped me. Today things cannot go my way. But when I hear those young people now saying, thank you, Sicelo, for what you sacrificed for me. Today I'm a better person because of what you did. Today I can able to help my family because of you sacrifice your 5,000, your 6,000 for me to reach that university. So for me that's a legacy. Those people that can sit down and discuss issues and also say I'm here because of so and so. So I can say that.
So I'm taking part of this wisdom home, right?
Of course.
Thank you. Lovely. I just had to ask. I want to know your closing comments to the aspiring entrepreneur sitting at home, to the one that has started the journey, but it's a bit fickle, it's hard because of the pandemic and other factors. What would you like to say to them as form of inspiration?
It's a journey, a painful, a beautiful journey. You know that the beautiful thing is the destination, but you don't know the bumps,
on the road,
the ups and downs that you will face on the way. So you just need to. There is no time to rest. Unfortunately, you have to work your socks out. You have to respect the next person because you never know, maybe your breakthrough will come through that person. So you need to always give respect. Whoever comes in your space, make sure that you don't mess up, because as an entrepreneur you need everyone. I need your grace. That's for me to flourish to the next level.
Amen to that.
So I don't have to be big. Because I have that one contract with so and so. I don't have to be big. I will still need somebody else to add value to what we are trying to build here. Because this thing, like we were talking about the legacy, it's not about me. As well as a father, for example, my kids, they need to come and take over where I've left as a father. If they start from scratch, which means I failed as a father. So I must start something. At the moment, I thank God that we have started, right? So it's up to them now to take where
the baton
exactly and move to the next level. So for me right now is to sustain what we have started. It doesn't matter, Ntombi, whether it's painful. At some point I go to my bed crying, trying to hide from my wife because I don't want her to see those tears, because of the day was tough. But when I wake up in the morning, I need to wear the new smile. When I look at that mirror, I need to tell myself, you Sicelo, you're going to make it. It doesn't matter who says what. You know, when they reject you today, and then you come back at home, you send them an email. You thank them for the opportunity they gave you to present your company. When they respond back, the tone is different.
It's different.
Exactly. And then again, you don't stop there. When you know the opportunity present itself, I'm available. You know, so that attitude must be always there, willing to not give up. There is no time, because no one will come to you in Ntombi and say, hey man, we understand it's tough.
That's true.
You know, unfortunately, that's the part of the journey that we need to travel.
So where can our people find you? On social media, where can they find you?
We're on social media. My name is Sicelo Mathenjwa on Facebook.
Okay.
We have a page, Sicelo Mathenjwa. They can access us. We always write things that to encourage, to motivate. It's tough, but we encourage people. On Instagram, it's all Sicelos. On Twitter, it's all Sicelos. And then on LinkedIn, it's all Sicelos as well. And then what other social? Instagram, all Sicelos.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then our website.
On email?
Oh, email. They can find me on Sicelo at giantsalive.group.co.za.
Okay.
Sicelo at giantsalive.group.co.za. And then our website, they can check when they want to connect with us. It's www.giantsalive.group.co.za. And then my WhatsApp number, that it's always available 24/7.
Yes.
At 067 737 0406.
Okay, please repeat that for us.
It's 067 737 0406. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Sicelo. I had such a good time. I'm really inspired. I think I always tell people that after each and every interview I do, I leave a better person and so inspired. So thank you so much.
Oof. Yeah, that was tough. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and be blessed, guys. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow, I enjoyed that so much. I'm your host, Ntombi Hlatshwayo. You can find me on Facebook on the handle Ntombi Hlatshwayo. On IG, I am Ntombi Faith. And you can also send me an email if you want to talk to me on ntombi@gmail.com. Ntombi being NTOMBEE@gmail.com. And in the words of Mr. Mathenjwa, when you fail to take a risk, you risk everything. Thank you so much. God bless. And I love you.